So we shall proceed with solving of the question on objective of a financial manager. Now I have a question here under the objective of a financial manager. If you could remember that I said objective of a financial manager is to ensure that one of the objectives of a financial manager is increasing in the revenue cash flow generation, and also to achieve probably a profit after tax of 10% and compare it with the competitors to see if they actually is the profit after tax higher than the competitors or lower than the competitors. Now we'll proceed to solve a question on it to illustrate that. So we want to know if the objective of that entity is actually achieved. Now, as assistant to the finance director of Tanko PLC, a company that has been listed on the Nigeria stock market, which means that this particular company is a listed company, right? For several years, you are reviewing the draft annual report of the company, which contains the following statement made by the chairman. This company has consistently delivered above average performance in fulfillment of our declared objective of creating value for our shareholders. Now, the finance director is saying that that they have actually performed very well, above average. Now, apart from 2017, when overall performance was hampered by a general market downturn, this company has delivered growth in dividends, earnings, and ordinary share price. The chairman is telling us that the company has actually been doing well over the time, and apart from 2017, that there are general market downturn. Our shareholder can rest assured that my directors and I will continue to deliver this performance in the future. The 5-year summary is as follows. Dividend per shares, we will see from 2017 it increased, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Earnings per shares also 134, increases, decrease, and also it's actually fluctuating. It's not stable. Over price earning ratio, general price index measure the performance of the company's stocks over the years. So we can see how it measure it. Now, a recent article in the Financial Year Press reported the following information for the last 5 years for the business sector within which TP. Now, they give us the business sector that this company actually operates. When we want to do a comparison, we can do it with a business that is actually in the same line of the business. For instance, you can compare GB and Fidelity Bank because they are in the same line of the business. Now, this is what is being given to us, that the share price growth of the business sector at which TP operates the share price growth have an average increase per year of 20%. Earnings growth average increase per year 10%. Nominal dividend, real dividend, you may assume that the number of shares issued by TP has been constant over the 5-year period. All pricing ratio, earnings ratios are based on end share price. Now, we are given the TP financial year. What we want to do here is that we are given the TP financial year, right? And also the business sector is very simple. It's just for us to compare the performance of TP and compare it with the what, with the industrial average, which is what the business sector at which they operate. Now we will now look at it. Did they actually achieve an objective? Now we quickly go to the requirement. Required: analyze the information provided and comment on the views expressed by the chairman in terms of growth in dividend per share, share price. Now we can see at the beginning of this question that the chairman is making a comment that they've actually performed very well over the last 5 years, except in 2017. So the question is telling us to analyze this, the information, and also comment the view, whether the view of the chairman is right or wrong. Now your analysis should consider both arithmetic mean and equivalent annual growth rate. So we are going to still consider the arithmetic mean. Now B, discuss the factors that should be considered when deciding on management remuneration packages. What are the factors? If you want to pay a management staff, if you want to pay a manager, what factor will you consider that will encourage the directors of TP to maximize the what, with the weight of the what, shareholders, those who run the business? What are the things will you consider? You will consider, should be considered when deciding what they are. What are the things you need to consider? For instance, now I'm working with AA Limited. Now if you want to determine my remuneration packages, what are the things you should be looking out for me now as I'm working with AA Limited? So this is what the question is actually saying. What are the things the director should be looking out for me? So that is what this question be. This is a standard question, and it might interest you to know that this question is, I've been saying it, and it may likely be a ICANN question for November diet. Nobody knows, but I bet you it's somehow technical. When you look at it, it may appear technical, but it's very simple. Now let's go. Now let's start with the question. Now when they say the analysis, when you see a question and it shows analysis, analyze, what are you going to analyze for you to get this business sector average and compare the business sector and the what, and TP? Now how will you analyze this? We need to use trend analysis. So when they say analyze, it means that for you to compare it with the business sector, the dividend per share, we need to use what? The trend analysis. So we are going to use the trend analysis, will be used for this growth in dividend per share and also the share price. Okay, now we are going to start solution. Growth in dividend per share and trend analysis. Trend analysis is calculated as what? New minus old divided by old, which means the new year minus the old year divided by what? The old. Now let's go. Where are we starting from? Now let's start from 20. Let's check the question together. So this is 2017, right? So let's start from the 2017. Now if you want to do trend analysis for 2017, trend analysis for 2017 is equals to, the new is 2017. We were not given the old for 2017. You can see in that question it started from 2020. It started from 2021. Thank you. it started from 2021. So in this case now, and it started from 2017 to 2021. Now let's go there. Now how do we get this new for 2017? What is the new for 2017? The new for 2017 is 17 kobo. Now the old for 2017, it is 2016, is not given. So which means automatically the 2017 is new because it is new minus old. We have the new of 17. Old is not given in that question, which is 2016, right? So now we leave this as new, right? We can leave this as what? We can just write it as new. Now we proceed to the next, which is the 2018. We proceed to 2018. Now we have the figure for 2018. What is our 2018? 2018 is what? 22. 22 is the current, which is the new. 2017 is the what? Is the old, which is 17, right? So we are going to have in this place, we are going to have 22 minus 17 divided by 17, right? 22 minus 17 divided by 17 times 100. So we have 29.4%. 29.4%. Now we proceed to 2019, right? We move to 2019. 2019, right? Now in this 2019, we have the new for 2019, right? And the old. Now don't forget that this is 2019, right? 2019 figure is 22, right? Which is the current year, right? Now the old year is what? 2018, which is 22. So we have 22 minus what? 22. So we'll write it down and say what? 22 minus 22 divided by 22 divided by 22 divided by 22. This is 0, right? What is the next year? 2020, right? We still go again and check 2020. Now what is the figure for 2020? The current year is 23. The old year is what? 2019, which is 22. So we have 23 minus 22. So 2020, 23 minus 22 divided by 22. So we can have 23 minus 22 divided by 22. 22 times 100. So this gives us 4.5%. 4.5%. 4.5%. 4.5%. 4.5%. So we'll proceed to 2021. 2021. What is the figure for 2021? Now, in 2021, this is the current, right? The current is 28, which is the new. 2020, which is the what? The old. 28 minus what? 23. 28. 2021 is equals to 28 minus 23 28 minus 23 divided by 23 equals to, now we can have 28 minus 23 divided by 23 times 100. 21.7%. This is what we have. Yeah. So this is the answer that we have for the what? The growth in what? Growth in dividend per share. But what is our question? The question says that we should analyze and comment the information provided and comment on the views expressed by the what? By the chairman. The chairman is saying that everything is all right, but we cannot actually ascertain that. But when we look at the 5-year financial summary, we can see that it's increasing. It is not even stable. Some of the earnings are not stable, but they are still performing well. But when we want to compare with the industrial average, which is the business sector, we need to look at it. Okay, did they actually meet up with the business sector, those who are operating in the same industry with them, which they give the share price growth of what? 20%. So we want to know, did they actually achieve the 20%? Now let's check which of this year they achieved 20%. Now when we look at it here, 2018, the 20% was actually achieved, right? We can say in this side, in 2018, the view of the chairman is actually correct because it is above the industrial average of 20%. Now let's check. 2019, it was not met. 2020, it was not achieved. 2021, it was achieved. Now let's quickly comment before we move on. Comment from the above analysis, the view of the director, the view of the chairman, the view of the chairman is correct in which year did they actually achieve it? 2018 and 2021. In 2018 and 2021, this is above the industrial or business sector, industrial, or this is above industrial average. Let's use industrial average, industry average, or industrial average. Come in, industrial average or industry. Let's say industry average of 20%, right? Of 20%. So why in 2017 and 2020 the share price growth is above the average of 20%. So you can actually comment on how it's going to suit you, but this is my own comment. Well, you can as well say that in 2021 and 2018 and 2021, the objective was achieved, while in 2019 and 2017, the objective was not what? Achieved. It's still part of the what? Still part of the comment. So I think we'll be able to do justice to the share price growth, right? So now we'll proceed to the B, which is what? The share, we're able to do the dividend per share. Now we'll proceed with what? The share price growth. The share price growth. You can see that this question is actually simple, but if you don't know it, you don't know. In exam, something like this may likely come. So this is how to approach the what? The question. When you see analyze, what they say is that you should compare using the trend analysis to compare the business sector and as well compare the what? The firm. Then you will not state it. Did they actually meet up with the business sector? If it is yes, you say okay, it is above the business sector. Now let's quickly go to the share price growth. Share price growth. Now in this share price growth means is the market price. Now from our question, market price is not given from our question here. If we look at it very well, the market price is not what? Is not given. But the question is, how do we get this percentage? Now we look at from our earnings, we have the price earning ratio. Price earning ratio can as well give us the market price by making this by subject of the formula. Now let's quickly, because earning per shares cannot give us, because earning per share did not have market price. Earning per share is profit after tax minus the preference dividend divided by the numbers of shares. Why? The price earning ratio is equals to the market price divided by earnings per share. You can see that it actually gives us the market price in the formula. So we need to make it the subject of the formula to determine our what? Our market price. Now let's quickly go there and determine our what? Our market what? Our market price. So market price, earning per shares, PE ratio, PE ratio is equals to market price divided by earnings per share. So in the question, the price earning ratio is given, right? So we want to determine the market price. So which means we need to have, let's say this is PE ratio is equals to MP divided by EPS. What do? This is over 1. We cross multiply, right? Now we can have what? We can have market price is equals to PE ratio times earning per shares. So in every year we need to do something like this, that the PE ratio times what? Earning per share, since earning per shares is given in the what? In the question. So let's go. So we are starting with the 2017, right? So now we'll move to 2017. Let's start 2017 is equals to, now what is the PE ratio for 2017? We need to check the PE ratio for 2017. PE ratio is 22, while the earnings per share is 190.4. 22 times 190.4, right? So what do we have here? 22 times 190.40. So this is 4188.4. Now what next is 2018, right? So it is 2018. We move to 2018. 2018 is equals to, now let's check what is the PE ratio for 2018. Oh, there's actually a mistake, sorry. It's supposed to be from 2017. 15.2 times 134. 15.2 times 134. 15.2 15.2 times 134. Sorry about that. 134, right? Let's check if I'm correct. 15.2, okay, 134.30, right? Okay, 0.30. So what do we have here? 15.2 times 134.30. So here we have 201.36. So we can see that how we arrive at this. So we still continue. We can see that it's very simple. So we proceed to 2018. Yes, 2018. So we move to 2018. What do we have in 2018? What is the PE ratio? The PE ratio is 17.2 times 158. 17.2 times 158. I'm sure there is 158 40. 15840. So we have 40, right? So this is this. So 17.2 times 158.40, right? So this gives us 27,274.48. So what next? That is, the next is what? 2019. So what do we have in 2019? What do we have in 2019? 25.5 times 112. 25.5 times 112.2, right? So 25, you can see that we just make market price the subject of the formula, then we have to apply it all to the numbers of years. So this we have 2861.1, right? So the next is what? Sorry. The next is 2020. So we shall proceed to 2020. 2020, almost done. 2020. I will leave us with the comments. I know we can do it. So the comments for the share price, you do that. You just make use of the comments section. Yes. 2020, 33.5, 149, 33.5, 33.5 times 149 should be 149.5 too, if I'm not mistaken. 149.5, yeah, that's correct. So this will give, this is 33.5 times 149.5, right? So this is what? This is 5008.25. You can see how we are solving this question gradually. We are in the last year, 2021. What do we have in 2021? Is check. 2021 is 22 times 190. Now 22 times 190.4. This is 22 times 190.4. We have 4118.8. So I haven't done this. So we have to bring everything and trend it. The market price. We have to trend the market price that we have now. This is the market price, right? So we have to do what? We trend it. So we still have small work to do here. So we still have small work. Now we have to start to trend it. We need to start the trend. We start again. 2017. So coming now is the goods. Now, okay, trend analysis. Let me write it out. Trend analysis. Okay, we start with 2017. 2017. Each time they give you 5 years, you are going to make use of the 4 years for the trend. So the first year rather is always nil, or you put the figure. So what is 2017 market price is 2041.3. 2041.3, right? This is 2041.3, right? Now we can't find this because we were not given the previous year, which is 2016, right? So the next is 2018. 2018 is the new, right? Minus the what? Old. Now what is our new? 2724, right? 2724, right? You can forget the points. Minus 20, which is the old, right? Which is the old. 2041.3, right? Divided by 2041.3, right? So what do we have here? So we can have 2724 minus 2041.3 divided by 2041.3 times 100. So this gives us about 33.4% using the trend, right? This is what we have. Now we proceed to what? The next year is 2019. So what is the current new minus old? Remember, new minus old. 2019 market price was 2861, right? Minus the old. The old year is what? 2018, right? This is the 2018, right? This is 2018, which is 2724. 2724 divided by 2724. We can see that it's very simple, but when you look at the question, it will look complex. You can see that small question has taken us about some minutes now. So what do we have here? 2861 minus 2724 divided by 2724, right? What do we have? Times 100. Times 100, we have what? 5.029% or 5.03. Since we use one decimal place, let's just leave it as 5%. So should be in 5% like this. Okay, so we proceed to 2020, right? 2020, what is the market price for 2020? We still check. 2020, what is the market price? 5008, right? Can't forget about the point. 5, not too significant. 5008.25 minus, what is the old? Just one that we just conclude, which is what? 2019. What is the old? 2861. So 2861, right? 2861 divided by 2861, right? Now what do we have? Equals to this 508.25 minus 2861 divided by 2861 times 100. 75%, right? The last year is 2021, right? So what is the market price for 2021? Was 4188.8, right? 4188.8 minus the old. What is the old? 5008.8. 5008.8, right? Divided by 5 divided by 5008.8. Now what do we have here? We can say 4188.8 minus 508.8 divided by 508.8 times 100. We have minus. You can see the trend gave us minus. We don't know what could have happened over the years, but we were told to just comment. Now, so I will leave the comment for us to do. So you make use of the comment section for the comment for the share price growth. So for the B part of the question, in my next video I'm going to explain the B part of this question. So bye for now.